from SoFi Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns. 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
They go play action with Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now it's Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Stidham to throw. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Stidham. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Caught the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Throwing again at Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown season. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the trail. You've been on the trail. I've seen you walk out. You go for up and having a touch, you've gone somewhere, but you really have here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But you have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. Well, the Rams at 500 at 6-6. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That got lots of holding behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on the opening drive, 3 more here in the Rams in their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successfully.
And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And this is good from 57 yards out. Those bombs away right there. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Down to about the 23.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Stidham from the shotgun. And he'll find he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the foot. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Stidham. Touchdown! Davante Adams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Stafford on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Again, it's Stafford. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson from a yard out. And the Rams are once again back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out is their quarterback for this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jay.
We call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stidham. And the catch made by Johnson. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now it's Stidham. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if...
defender on him because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Stidham, off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Slant to Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Here's Stidham to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, rushing the tackle, defense.
Passer there on 2nd and goal. They'll get half the distance and a fresh set of downs to try to punch one in.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Stidham. The quick slant caught. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense coming back out, and there's Van Jefferson leading them.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Stafford here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down at Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Gay kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Stidham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we've reached... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 13. Not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. And Abdullah lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taken.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Matthew Stafford. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not
willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stidham over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Now Stidham on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Foster Moreau with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams and Darrell Henderson good to go again on offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To throw is Stidham. Complete. It's Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Here's Stidham. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll look to throw here. That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stidham, third down from the gun. He's got Turner. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So that, a potential lifeline offensively. It gets them out of harm's way deep in their own end.
You nailed that one perfectly, because those are the kind of mistakes that get defense coordinators.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second down, it's Henderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Stidham's throw complete to Hollins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Stidham. Got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Abdullah.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Well, for right side here, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jarrett Stidham, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They didn't know what crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good for 56 yards out. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick and cruncher in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
So out come the Raiders.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Stidham. He completes it to Abdullah. On the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now it's Stidham. That's complete to Turner. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now Stidham. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Abdullah. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go with Abdullah again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Abdullah. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. The kick by Carlson is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 1. 57 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Stafford. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders are going to win the football game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play,
they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Las Vegas, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.